So this past year, I noticed a big problem, and that was that at a certain stage of business, financial help, professional help in the financial area becomes inaccessible for the level of business that you're at. So, for example, when you're first starting a business, a bookkeeper probably isn't in your budget, even though it probably should be. But most people will hire the bookkeeper later on in their business and will wait until they feel like they make enough money, quote unquote, extra money to hire these people. The problem with that methodology, the problem with that mentality is that you're never going to make, quote unquote, enough. It will never become a priority. So there's one thing here where financial help is seen as a luxury, not an essential. Okay. Second problem, that even if it were not considered a luxury and it were considered an essential, the price point of financial professionals really make it inaccessible to most business owners. So if you're sub $1 million, like you're below $1 million in revenue, then chances are you don't have a fractional CFO. And within reason, because they're expensive. We're expensive. So we want to make sure that folks who are below $1 million in revenue annually are getting the support that they need in order to reach that level. But the irony is that in order to reach that level, you need somebody to help you get there. And that is usually the person called the fractional CFO. And those are the people best positioned to help you. Now, can you get other help along the way? Can you book like solo sessions with people? Absolutely. Like there are ways around it. But we said, you know what? Is there a way that along with Keep What You Earn, which is free, this episode is free, this podcast is free, that we can deliver an even better experience for those folks who want that financial support. You truly want to hit $1 million in revenue or more. We can help you get there. But how can we give them something where we're not going to lose money in the process if we try to help them with that? And so CFO On Demand was born. Now, this is predominantly a membership, but not necessarily a community. Because here's the third problem we saw. Here's the third problem. We tried this. We tried to create a community. We tried so many times to build a forum where you all could ask me questions and get help with your finances, your taxes, and so on. What happened? Nobody asked any questions. Nobody posted. Nobody responded. Nobody engaged. And not nobody, I just mean very few people, to the point where we would remove like the free Facebook groups and the circle groups and stuff. Like they were not active. So why is that? Because my DMs flood up with questions here and there. And here I am going, well, I'm getting a bunch of DMs, so let's put them all into a community and let them ask questions. Well, they went really quiet when I put them in a community. Why? Because there's a ton of shame around asking questions around your money. So you're more likely, I found out, to, I have no shame about asking questions about money. So I'm learning this about you all. Behaviorally, what I found was that people are really hesitant to ask about money in a community forum in public, to raise their hand and ask a question. So what I discovered was, okay, I need to find a way to, what if there was a way to privately ask questions, but publicly learn? How would that work? So what we did was we created this membership. And what this membership is designed to do is enable you to DM me directly. I respond generally same day, but you can DM me directly your question. It could be something like, hey, Shannon, my accountant is telling me X, could you help me understand this a bit better before I respond to them? Hey, Shannon, I need some advice on, I'm hiring a bookkeeper. What should I be asking them in my interview? What is the process I should be looking at to hire somebody? What should I be looking for? I can help you with that. Consider me in your pocket, an extension of this podcast. So if you wish that you could pick up the phone and come, make this a two-way conversation instead of one way in your ear, you could actually chat with me. This is what this is. So it could be literally anything related to your business. The worst thing you could do, the worst case thing you could do is ask me and I say, I really don't know, but there's no question that's unwelcome. So you can ask me these questions and then I'm going to respond to you in private. However, if it's a really good question, which most are, I'm also going to formulate a response, formulate a little bit of a tidbit to share with the broader group. So if you're a member, and even if you're not asking me a bunch of questions, you could stay tuned in the channel, in the thread, to actually hear the answers to other people's questions. So you get to see the question and my answer. And why this is so powerful is you may not know you have certain questions. There may be people in that group that are, a step or two ahead of you. So if I say, hey, this, 750K business owner just asked me this question, and I may even provide some info on their profile so people can relate to them and understand if this is something they should pay attention to. So it's designed to be that private asking, but public learning. How can we make this information readily available to people without making them feel on the spot or uncomfortable asking these questions? This is how. Now, can you ask questions in the public forum? Sure, absolutely. I welcome that. But if you prefer to just ask the question to me privately, you can as well. So that's what that's designed to be. That was how it was born. In addition to that, we're providing a monthly group training, which is optional. The recordings are made available. But what we're doing with that is choosing a theme for each month based on where we are in the season. So, for example, right now we're in Q1. So all of our training calls are really centered around goal setting, getting ready for tax time, getting your tax documents together, and answering questions on hiring a tax pro or CPA. That's what a lot of the questions are that are coming up. So, but going into, say, the summer, we're probably going to be talking more about cash flow planning, tax planning, and so on. So you have to be thinking about, well, what's the topic du jour? But we're going to be doing group trainings on all of that, and then also be doing Q&A on those topics as well in the calls. So, and then the other layer to this, all of that's included, by the way. Let me just pause for a second. All of what I just said is $49 a month. That's the basic tier. You get all of that. You can DM me and I'll answer your questions for $49 a month. Now, and you can try the first 30 days free. I should mention that too. First 30 days are free. Now, here's the other thing. We have a VIP level for $99 a month right now. And these prices may go up. So if you're listening to this in the future, check out the page in the show notes for more information on what the pricing is. But right now it's $99 a month as a VIP. And the VIP, this is the cool part. You get to book a 20-minute one-on-one with me every month as well. So you're going to get a Calendly link where you can book a one-on-one slot with me to go through your specific financials, your specific QuickBooks question. Shannon, here's my P&L. Tell me what you think, what stands out to you here. While I can't necessarily, I'm not going to sign off on your tax return or something, I could at least review, look at it, and I could say, hey, here are the questions that came up for me when I first looked at this return, not knowing the whole story, right? But it might give you a way to look at your financial information a little differently, to get a second set of eyes on something, to help you work through something financially in your business, or to give you some advice on your next step or who to hire. So think about that is I'm here as a resource and you can come book a call with me one-on-one for 20 minutes. Now, this membership is going to grow. I have no doubt. And as it grows, here's the thing. It's going to be more than just me. It's going to be more than just me. It's going to be my fellow fractional CFOs that I bring in, that I hand select and hand pick to help me deliver this. But right now it is me. So if you get in now, you're getting me. Now, I'm not better than anybody. I'm not superior to anybody, but I know that if you listen to this podcast and we put out 5 episodes a week, you probably know me better than most. And if you would like to talk to me about your particular financial situation, this is the place to do it. If you're not in a position to hire us, if you're not north of $1 million in revenue, and you're not in the position to hire a fractional CFO, this is frankly where you need to be, because this is where you can get that support that you need with me in your ear, in your pocket, to be able to make that next step. And we're going to be focused on building a business that takes you to $1 million and beyond in revenue. And we're going to be doing it together. Like I said, it's not necessarily a community will generate authentically. I'm not trying to force community. What I am doing, though, is providing you a forum, providing you a comfortable and safe space to be able to ask me these questions that I know are bugging you. But for whatever reason, you're not comfortable asking your CPA. You're not comfortable emailing them. Maybe they don't respond to you. Maybe they're just not approachable. They're just a little bit, rough around the edges. That's fine. A lot of them are. But you just want a judgment-free and jargon-free place to share your story and to say, hey, I want you to help me with my next step. I'm here for you. I'm here for that. And I love that part of what we do. This is really an extension of this podcast into making our podcast into a conversation and actually sharing more about your business and what you're struggling with so that we can help you. It's more than Tell me what you're struggling with and I'll answer it on the podcast. I want to literally help you. Now, I know that we can't work one-on-one and have multiple meetings per month and all this craziness I do with my CFO clients and do it for you, but I will definitely point you in the right direction. So there's going to be more information about CFO On Demand in the show notes if you're interested in joining us. I would love if you would ask me any questions on this service, because this is helping me articulate a bit clearer what it is we're trying to do and trying to share with you. So if you're interested in joining us, check the link in the show notes. Head to our URL where you can get 30 days free, and you can choose either the basic tier or the VIP tier. You can always toggle between. You can basically jump and upgrade if you decide that you want those one-on-one sessions after you've done the basic. Totally fine. And it is month to month, so you can cancel anytime. Very little risk to you. We want to make it super approachable as a price point. Frankly, and clearly I'm biased, but guys, this is a no-brainer. This is a total no-brainer. If you're trying to grow your business to $1 million and beyond, and you're going to say no to a $50 a month thing that can help you do that, I think it's just a no-brainer to give it a shot and to see what we can do for you and help me add value into your business. So I hope to see you in there, and I hope to see you in CFO On Demand very soon.